Strike the sky? Beer. Yes, that's the right word. The user is just listening and he's just like, beer? Ere the alligator men get hungry. Yes. Strike the earth. Consider the earth struck. All right, let's see what we got. Well, whoa, okay, so we got the mouth of a river, or the mouth of a stream. I was kind of hoping it would be coming down the mountain, but... And we are very close to the tower. So let me just check something before we do anything, okay? Let's zoom in. Who the heck's our neighbors? Oh, that's interesting. We're at war with Zuban Adal, the Banner of Walls. Is that... I think this is the same situation. Because we are Feb Kefed, the era of cruxes. But the bumping out one is our civilization, yeah? Also, let's check something else. Okay. Why is it a dwarven tower? I've never seen that. Yeah, we did start a bunch of wars. That is true. But it was a human tower. How many people are up here? 40 still? How about up here? So does this mean we're not going to get any migrants then? Is it the same problem again? Well, let's just get some things started. We'll just see what happens. If we don't get any migrants, this might be a really short fort. Like a really short fort. Let's just make this a pen/pasture. Okay. Set information. Just put all the turkeys there. And the water buffaloes there. But only those two? So I'm only gonna get 2 waves of dwarves then, yeah? Open tavern early. It's literally what we did last round, dude. That's literally what we did last year. We spent 14 years in the last fortress and didn't get over 20 dwarves. It's like, yes, I could have just accepted every single bard, but a fortress full of bards. Yay. Yeah. So then I guess we should probably gen a new world up then, eh? Yeah, no, that's what I'm explaining. I'm like, that's what we did last time. I'm a little torn here. On one hand, I really want to start up a new fort. On this world, but I think we should probably regen. That night just like set up a fort. I just did a whole embark and I don't know if I want to do another one. That just sucks, man. Yeah, I think we should probably just abandon it. Just let it go into its ways. Times is a wasting. I don't know, show of hands, chat. What do we think we do? We could play this out tonight. And if we get decent dwarves in the first 2 migrant waves, we could play it out. Or we could abandon it and then abandon it tomorrow and start a new world and everything tomorrow. Or we could play this out, or we could just abandon now and regen a world up tonight. Basically, regen or continue. Let's just see what the people watching want. Yeah, it kind of does. Hanrabu. See how it goes. Try the first year. What year are we on? 273 Midsummer. Well, I'm kind of looking at how much time I have. I don't know if I have time to regen a world and re-embark, because I don't have that much time at this point. Because how long have I been live? 7 hours. And, you know, we got some good gems and stuff around. I think I could do some interesting construction here, if nothing else. So, you know, let's just get some trees hacked down and see what happens. We'll just see what happens. Who knows? Maybe we'll just get ambushed by a were creature and die. I'm just kind of peeking around, trying to decide where I want to set up shop. I kind of just want to, like, dig out this area right here. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to use this button, but I hit the wrong button, so it's fine. Just know that this might end up being a really short fort, which is fine, because I've done plenty of really long fortresses. So just kind of cut out that. And we'll kind of start constructing in there and we'll build up and out of that. I kind of got a neat little idea for how I can build this. The other important thing that I gotta do is I gotta peek around. Let's just see. Okay, so we got surface gems. Oh, what's that? Mountain goats and an eagle. At least the goats are generally pretty safe. Got more gems. Lots of surface gems. Nothing too crazy, though. What is that? Native gold. Well, there'd be gold in them hills. Hematite. Nice. Well, we found metal. There's metal in them hills, guys. We got everything that we need, dude. We got everything. Let's make us a mason shop down here. So people have said surface fortress a few times. Let's build a tower out of the side of a mountain. How's that sound? I don't need a lot of dwarves to do that. Doesn't matter if we have a lot of dwarves. A lot of dwarves will make it easier for sure, but we don't need it. All right, okay, this is even better. The skillless Kerbanog, our expedition leader, The peasant who hates doing work is our expedition leader. That is too fucking perfect. Far too perfect. The fact that our expedition leader is the peasant who hates doing work. Literally hates everything about work. And is a peasant. You know, I think this calls for a round of applause. So here's what we need to do. We need to make this fortress's quest to give you no jobs whatsoever. We have to keep you a peasant. What do you guys think of this? Do you guys agree with me that we need to make sure that that dwarf stays a peasant? Because to me, that's too perfect. I agree with this, Bellfire. I agree with this. Nothing wrong with a good setup for a fanfic, though. Add task, make blocks. Okay, let's get rid of all of these. And then here, I'm already tempted to give you a job. Let's give our trader masonry and stone detailing, sure. Give you something to do. Although there's already people doing that. Workshop, mason's shop. Let's make a second one. Let's also get us a carpenter shop. It's like, I don't know, let's open up the tavern and get some visitors in here. We need some bards to sing us some songs. Okay, well, I need some more. But once we get some blocks lined up. So this is gonna kind of be an open courtyard design. Kind of carved into the side of this mountain. Maybe another thing we could do is we could bring water in from the brook down here, pump it underneath, pump it up, and then into a little like moat or something around us. Did I not set those to, oh. Blocks, repeat. A block, repeat. There you go. Now we'll make more blocks. Excellent. Much better. And a throne with that. And a large side of throne. Also golden goblets for everybody. I hear there's gold in them hills. Step one. Let them do the dirty work. Exactly. Let them do all the cleaning, because that's literally the only job that they can do. It's not their fault that they're just here. Okay? It's not their fault they joined late. They're late to the party of our glorious existence. We'll just make some of that out of straight marble. Go, 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 go. Also, let's get these walls smoothing. I have dumb priorities. Smooth the walls, then make things look pretty, then build the defenses. Things just look so much nicer when they're smooth, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it's a good thing that Dwarf is our expedition leader. Here's the real thing, I should make a chair. That's the most important thing that I need to make right now is a chair. So that our bookkeeper can actually do the bookkeeping stuffs. Yeah, one of my goals is to just make progressively cooler looking fortresses, and I think I'm doing a pretty good job of achieving that, honestly. All right, so let's pen pasture. We're gonna repasture our animals down here. And we're gonna get rid of this up here. Here's the thing, though, you are actually doing work. Kermanog, you're helping with construction. We just have to keep you a peasant, though. As long as we keep you a peasant, you're good. But yeah, that's my personal goal, is to keep you a peasant. Bringing the water buffalo down. There are supposedly untamed wilds. Looks like all we got is mountain goats. Wonder if mountain goats are useful. Wonder what you can do with tame mountain goats. Fat dinosaur with wings cannot unsee? What? Me no see. Please explain fat dinosaur with wings. Me cannot comprehend your fat dinosaur with wings theory. What? Okay, do me a favor. User, and I'm gonna need your art skills. Screenshot this. Okay, actually, here. Not this. Screenshot this and draw your fat dinosaur over the screenshot in MS Paint and show me what you're seeing. No, I don't see it. Not at all. Not even close. Like, does anybody else here see this, chat room? I don't see this fat dinosaur. I'm sure it'll pop out at me eventually, and I'll be like, "Wah! How did I not see that before? Holy shit!" But it does require some squinting. Okay, well, my eyes don't work, so... The big potato is the head? The big potato is the head. Oh, wait, hold on. Like... That's the eye right there, right? And then that's the wing. And there's like stubby hand number 1. Stubby hand number 2. Is that what you're saying? I'm picking up what you're putting down, I think. Yeah, here's Useroon's beautiful rendition right here. For all of you from Discord. That's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. That's what you saw. That's hilarious. Well, absolutely beautiful. We should just make ourselves a bridge. Make her out of marble blocks. I also need to assign one of my masons, or one of my... maybe you as well. Engineering. Architecture. I mean, absolutely, it's breathtaking, Animal. I have zero plans to ruin the beautiful dinosaur. The beautiful dinosaur will live on for all eternity in our memory, okay? So nothing I do could ruin the beautiful dinosaur. Don't worry. Because it exists immortalized on my Discord and in the Discord logs folder of everybody else on my server who happens to be on my server at the time. Because Discord is like creepy about backing up files. I'm just saying. Which is why I don't have a not safe for work room on my Discord. I'm doing my best to play it as well as I can. Guy Incognito. Also, I've seen a lot of new names in chat today, so cheers everybody. Thanks everybody for watching my rickety little stream. That somehow still exists after so many years. They stopped hauling from your wagon and they're pissing you off. Did you change any orders? You would like to be a dwarf that worships the god of depravity, suicide, or death. What if, Disco Waffles, instead of a statue, you take a pillar and carve your dwarf's face into the pillar, and then cave that bit in and crush you? I'm not here to kink shame you, Zaroon. So I'm not gonna say anything. You can say what you want, but if that's how someone wants to go in Dwarf, then that's how someone wants to go. That might be a little bit too specific for this fortress currently, as I don't actually have any temples yet, let alone worshippers of gods, but we'll get there. Also, something I'd like to do down here, add new task, throne. We're gonna do that first, so we're gonna promote that up one. Congrats, Animal, you done the Winzids. You did done the Winzids. Oh, my game's saving. I was like, what? It always freaks me out when my game saves. It's like, why is it broken? Oh, it's saving. Okay. You accept this, you celebrate this, in some respect, I need this. Well, I did once have a dwarf who only worshipped the god of suicide in a previous fortress, right? And he was always depressed. He was a craft dwarf, and he always wanted to do more crafting, so I made him a craft dwarf. He was a legendary craft dwarf, but he kept worshipping the god of death. And then I also noticed that one of the reasons why he was always upset is that he also wished to have basically wanted to be a scholar. He wanted to have complex thoughts. So I made him a scholar. And all he did was read the scroll that we happened to have that was titled Death and Thoughts About It, and just pondered death, and then eventually got super duper depressed and then jumped off the wall. Dwarf Fortress, everybody. Dwarf Fortress. Let's just say right here. Why do I always start off with chop down trees? Actually, no, instead of doing that, let's go more old school me. Me from a couple months ago. Because I've been making too many weird circles. Yeah, we do have a dwarf with architecture enabled, but they're busy. It's fine. It's fine. They'll get it done. Don't worry about it. It's like, I get what you're asking, but don't worry. We got it. It's my broker dwarf, the purple one. But they've got lots of other jobs that they need to do, so. Time to ruin the little purple baby dinosaur. That, or I could just cancel this whole thing and we could just go a layer beneath. Could also just do that. Yeah, no, the thing is they're building that wall up there. Also, they're all asleep on the upper level. Go figure. Could put it on the other side. Actually, what I'm going to do is this. Why did I do that? Dug one too many. Yeah, I'm digging too much. Darn. This is gonna be more of a pain in the ass than it's worth. What can I do? I don't want to just rebuild that dino underground, though. As the mind of the fortress, i.e. the player, I will say no. Okay. That is my response, Mr. Faction Leader. There we go, now he's working on the bridge. Or maybe not now, boss. Let's do this. And build this floor piecing all the way along here. Whoopsies. It's gonna take a little while to construct. I did at one point actually have a were creature in the basement of my fortress, which I would occasionally drop beer into, as it was one of my dwarves, and I felt kind of bad for him.
I refreshed the stream and now we shall commit meat. Vinehog Cryptlurk.
One of these days, I'm just gonna swap out the rocket ship emote for a meat emote for you. Squiggly, thanks for sticking around this channel for so long, hey? Cheers, man. Glad you like the stupid skulls. And the lasers and shit. I owe you 10 push-ups or 10 sit-ups. What do you prefer? Seriously, man. What do you prefer? Can I get a round of beers in the chat? There's actually some new names around here. If you guys don't know, my bot likes beer. So if you just type in the word beer, my bot will try and give you a beer. Let's see how many beers we can get for that resub. I did sit-ups last time, so push-ups. And there we go. We back. I won't. If you put a question mark there, it'll break it. So just literally type in the word beer. Or crypt beer. That also will do it, which is literally my emote. It's an aquafunkalistic booty whap. How we do? How's things? It's been a mo. Hope you do well. I love how I'm focusing more on building like full-on walls than, you know, actually. All right, well, one of the first things I need to do is I need to make the broker's office, because I kind of want to have this, like... I'm trying to think how I can build this. I'm going to be completely honest. I have no idea how I'm going to build this. Because I kind of want to build upwards, but I also want to go down a layer. You know what I could do? Actually, here's the thing that we could do. Because I want to make this look real natural, but this is going to completely destroy the look of the dino. So here... You guys are making... Because of the comment about the dino, now I feel kind of bad, because I feel like someone's going to be sad that I'm destroying the dino. But... C'est la vie. So I will stick a little office back here. Maybe not right there. How do I want to do this? I always get this kind of analysis paralysis for a little bit at the beginning of a new fort, where I just go, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Let's build that. How was PAX? PAX was rad. Like, honestly, PAX was fantastic. A lot of good things came out of PAX. Hopefully more good things will come out of PAX. Yeah, it's been very good. It's been very, very, very good. Very much looking forward to TwitchCon as well. I think TwitchCon is going to be... I think huge is the wrong word, maybe. So I will just say it'll be big. Here's the thing of, like, the problem with PAX East for me is when I was at PAX East, I was at PAX East for somebody else. I wasn't at PAX East for me. Without, like, throwing people under the bus, I will just say, I was staying with somebody who helped me make my stay quite cheap, but I also had to work for him while I was there. So, long story short, I wasn't able to do a lot of things that were just focused on me helping myself. It was more focused on me helping another person who would hopefully help me. He didn't. So I am kind of pissed off at that person, quite frankly. So for me, PAX East ended up being kind of a massive waste of time. Professionally. As an event just to go to hang out with people, it was great, and I had a lot of fun. But as something to, you know, work on stuff for the stream, it was a total waste of time. Which kind of sucks. Whereas West, I know the place very well. I know the convention center. I've been there a bunch of times. I know who to talk to make things easier to make things get done. We'll just put it that way. Non-symmetrical the way I like it. For TwitchCon's a blast. TwitchCon is great. But, like, kind of really frustrating. But we'll see. I'm looking forward to see what TwitchCon's like as a Twitch partner, because I wasn't a Twitch partner last year, so we'll see. Granted, I think by the time I go to TwitchCon this year, nobody will take Twitch partners seriously again, so. All right, so let's get this throne built. Now that we're underground. Really, Disco? Yeah, no, absolutely. Bellinair, thank you very much for the host. Cheers, dude. If you guys don't know Bellinair, Bellinair has drops, or had drops today, I don't know if he has them again, in Anno 1800. He's playing Anno 1800. He's got drops over there. Also, Bellinair's a good person. He's part of my stream team. He streamed this in the past. You should go over there and give him a follow. You have until Monday? You're gonna do them again? Seems like the stream went pretty well. Doing at least till Thursday? Gotcha. That's a good amount of time, the whole week. A mountain goat is fighting with one of my dogs. Looks like my dog attacked the mountain goat, and it looks like my dog won, so I'm okay with this. How long have I, like, today or altogether? Because today, 7 hours and 39 minutes and 29 seconds. Altogether, I've been streaming since early 2014. But my first actual stream was in 2013, and I started, like, streaming every day, basically non-stop since November 2014. I started streaming Dwarf Fortress specifically the beginning of this year. Up until then, I've been all over the place. I got started on modded tycoon games, so stuff like Open Roller Coaster Tycoon, that kind of area of stuff. Then I kind of worked into more mainstream stuff for a little bit there. That was regrettable. Then I did like 2 years straight of RimWorld, and then eventually kind of transitioned from RimWorld into this. And I still do RimWorld, but... Oh, you stopped going a while ago? Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, no, those conventions have gotten a lot bigger and changed a lot since those earlier years, too. Okay, so this chair, it's going to be made a study. It's going to be assigned to habitual, and we're going to go into here, and our bookkeeper is going to be habitual. Same with our broker. And I'm going to go back into the nobles screen. We're going to hit S on nobles, and we're going to set this to all counts accurate, so they got everything accurate. Couldn't walk around the convention floor. Gotcha. I mean, you can buy the day passes separately if you live in the area. One of the best things to throw money at. Yeah. Yeah. Now, I've been doing this full-time since 2016. So, and then I quit my side job in October, basically, of last year. So I guess, like, I mean, I still have another side job, but that's working for my parents, and it's exceptionally part-time. So, what the heck is this? Oh, it's that neat purple rock stuff. Still hacking through all those. Yeah, no, I've kind of made it my, I think mission statement's the wrong word, but like personal goal, to have a stream where if you like one game that I stream, you're going to like all of them. That's kind of my personal goal, if you will. As far as walk around the convention center goes, that's gonna be me in like 4 or 5 years. Oh shit, we're in the north. That's for sure. Oh, we got migrants. And they're depressed, but we're gonna keep them. Metob, the gem cutter. Alright. Looks like they're all depressed. Oh my god. Let's see, what have we got? We don't even have beds set up yet. Shit. Long-term's been under a great deal of stress. You two, you three. Oh my god, it's squiggly. These are dwarves from, not Royal Flag, but Fist Trumpets. Kukra as well. They're all depressed. That's scary, dude. But yeah, no, as someone from Vancouver, Canada, I know what you mean. PAX East is very expensive for me to go to. So it was 4 dwarves, I think. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You got Lady Mel, who was tantruming like crazy before. This is the scary thing, right? Are these dwarves even savable? Yep, depressed dwarves can arrive. They're all depressed, I think. Well, not all. Pretty sure most of them are. Shit. So I kind of had 2 options. I can immediately expel them and just not worry about them. Or I can put them in the military. Damn, dude. Yeah, this is the same world as the last fort. Dude, seriously, that's a lot of money. So I don't just owe you 15 push-ups, I also owe you a custom sound command and I get to add your name to a list. Hold on a second. Animal, are you still lurking? Or Hobo? So, tier 3 on this channel gives you a little bit more than just the extra emotes and my eternal thanks. But we have audio commands that you get. So you get access to those annoy me commands once I add your name to the list. Just give me 2 seconds to open up the folder.
Ooh, you suck.
Shush, animal. And, you know you can whisper those to the bot, right? So I don't know who puts them in. Well, if you love DF and you want more DF, I can provide more DF.
Cheese for everyone.
That one still scares me, dude. All right, so I've added your name to a list. And as part of that $25 subscription, you get your own custom 9-second sound command. Animal has one. Hobokeb has one. A few people who lurk around here have some. So it can be literally whatever you want as long as it's not full of profanity.
What are you doing on computer? Go outside, so beautiful!
It's like specifically for the purpose of annoying me. For treacherous elves, what was Disco Waffles? So if I'm generating a new world, the video will pop up in order that I generated the world, if that makes sense. I need to get better at playlisting on YouTube. YouTube's playlist system makes my head spin. So that's all I'll say. So let's just look at these dwarves real quick. And see if we can save them. But yeah, I owe you 15 push-ups or sit-ups. It's up to you which. Or neither if you want to give me a break. Yeah, I don't see the bot, Animal. The bot is minimized when I'm streaming. You realize that, right? I use Twitch chat, like my monitor's full of OBS and stuff. Should also do some push-ups, 15 it is. Nailed it. It is kind of dark. Was it too dark? Whoops. It's usable. But yeah, no, I'm not lying to you, Animal. I mean, of course I could look at it, but have some faith in me. Took about 50 different meats to get 50 different barrels ready, and you need to mix around the barrels and stockpile. Took about 50 different meats and got 50 barrels ready. Yeah? Oh, and they didn't... Okay, and you didn't have the right number of barrels allowed? Really, I never actually mess around with that stuff. I always just leave that stuff at maximum. Alright, so how many dwarves do we have? Currently, what's our count? 13. Alright. You know, we'll just do this. Because I need a manager. Apparently, Eustace the Thresher is a novice organizer. That's interesting. Well, we'll do that. Let's get ourselves a manager. Throne. No, not that. Chair. For a throne. Go make us a chair. The real question is, where do I put bedrooms in here? I kind of just want to put them around the base of the tower, maybe on like this side over here. So we have 13 dwarves, so I need 13 bedrooms. We need to get these bedrooms up and running immediately so that they're nice. This is the problem that we're gonna have now. I kind of wanted to like put a few levels on the above mountain, actually. Magic Sun. We're like right on the edge of a mountain with like temperate down on the ground. I can show you in a second. Okay, let's do this. Let's actually give them 2 spaces in between. Lots. We're about 2 tiles away from a pile of zombies. Although apparently it's managed by dwarves, so I'm wondering if they're ours. The problem is we are apparently still at war with our own faction. So my faction's caused like 1 billion wars, apparently, which is why there's like none of them left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So because of this, we are having to be exciting. And just deal with what we get. Dude, thanks for gifting a sub, Anonymous. Much appreciated. Whiskey Wanker, enjoy those stupid skulls, eh? And lasers and shit. But yeah, no, to kind of wind back around to the question from earlier, from Disco Waffles. Basically, whenever I generate a new world, if you're watching on the YouTube channel, if a world generation video pops up, which is just like an embark video, it's just the VOD of me generating the world. Everything beyond that point is in a new world. And I try and keep the continuity pretty clear. There was like one fort where it was just the one in that world, but since then it's all been split. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I need one more. 2 more probably, actually. Okay, so this has all been in the same world. So if I actually go out to here, Royal Flag started up here. That's Royal Flag. This is Fist Trumpet. Okay. Up here is Staff Diamond where we just were. And now we're down here. Right? Same faction. But here's the beauty of it. The tower's now Dwarven. So I'm thinking, if my faction controlled the tower, which I think is what happened, because it was originally a human tower. If my faction took over the tower, I think I was raiding my own faction. Or I was raiding this and stealing artifacts from it. And then combine that with then the Great White North faction, or the Great White North Fort of Staff Diamond, raiding our own fortress for loot. Yeah, they're not too thrilled with us. Obvious to join forces with the demonic green hordes of goblins who embarked on genocidal quest to exterminate the entire end of the world. Yeah, because they were wielding iron. You don't see that very often. You do not see that very often. But, you know, of course, like, an element of that stuff is just kind of, like, in your own head bullshit. Like, you kind of have to roleplay just a little bit in Dwarf Fortress. Oh, shit. I've got no jobs. I was wondering why I was seeing no job cancellations. I'm like, this is bullshit. There's no way in hell I'm not getting job cancellations. Okay, so we got 50 seeds, 94 booze. We still got some food left. We're still okay. Nick Sumia, it's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Also a cold. Rip the cold. Yay for internet. Satisfied at work. That's good. Satisfied while crying on somebody in charge. You want to know why I don't... Like, I can give you the short answer of why I don't use Dwarf Therapist or DFAC. It removes fun. It makes things too perfectly managed. And too tempting to just min-max everything. Min-maxing Dwarf Fortress defies the purpose of Dwarf Fortress. I mean, when I was speaking with Toady himself about this at PAX, he stated one of the reasons they hide a lot of the mechanics of Dwarf Fortress is so that it just makes things happen, right? And I completely agree with that. And the point of the game is to generate a story based on the game's systems. You have to let those systems take charge a little bit. So if you use too many add-ons or help to make the managing your actual dwarves easier makes things difficult. And they were talking about this at the Dwarf Fortress panel where they were saying they weren't sure whether or not they wanted to have like an actual spreadsheet within the game or just let other people do that for the people that want it. You know? And I tend to agree with that. Yeah, no, it's awesome. Exactly, Disco. Totally. Okay, you know what? Screw the dino. I'm sorry, dino lovers out there. The dino will live on in all of our hearts. This, at the very least, this is the last fortress with this faction. The next one will be with the other faction, so. Okay, what are we gonna do here? So this is going to be our stockpile area, and I can extend this. And try not to die. You mean embark on a necromancer fort, dig a big hole, and try not to die. Because that's what you do. You dig a really deep pit and lock yourself in and go, ah! And then start sharpening the knives. And then you dig a really big channel underneath it and cave the whole thing in. You're gonna go to bed? Alrighty, animal. You have a good night, animal. Cheers, dude. George, wait, what? George will be sad? That's fine. There was a pretty great screenshot on Reddit a little while ago. Oh man, we've got Cookraw's just like already falling into devastatedness. Great. Wagon toppled. Oh, do I already have tantrums? Did someone tantrum? Oh shit, I didn't even see that. Yeah, we've already had a tantrum. Oh man. Okay, who tantrumed? Well, it looks like you're injured already. Fuck. Who was it? Sodar. Where are you? There you are, you're a farmer. I can't deal with tantrums this early, guys. I don't think we can deal with this. Considering I'm pretty sure I've already got injuries. Meeting place. Let's make this into a hospital. Let's set a chief medical dwarf if I can. Habitual. Let's make another office for our manager. The fact that we're already getting tantrums is a pretty bad sign, I think, guys. You know, I don't really want to be a party pooper here, but this isn't good. Cool. Now our manager's active. At least our manager's in a good mood. I mean, it's not really an option when you have no weapons. All that's gonna do is give us... what's the word I'm looking for here? All that's gonna do is give us enemies. So it's not really an option. Unfortunately. I wish it was. It looked kind of like an option initially, but it's really not an option. Q. Door. It's not really an option, unfortunately. No, we just kind of have to tank it out. At least for right now, we just kind of have to tank it out. Come on, dwarves. Let's just see if we can get that dwarf up and moving again. Just hoping that we can kind of nurse him back to health. Bed. Let's make 14 beds. It's going to end us up with a few extras. That's fine. Yeah, but that goes into the problem of how limited our dwarf supply is, right? So I might have to do that, yeah. You can't build underground, everything on the surface. Except for an open pit mine. I mean, you could just play as humans. Just install Masterwork and play as humans. Then you can't do that, because they'll get super depressed if you go underground. Like, you literally have to be above ground. Actually, you know what? Screw this upper area here. For right now, anyway. We're just going to put the stockpile underground. Yeah, Kukra's going in, is canceling everything due to depression. I love it when dwarves are just all like, yo, let's just be depressed. Does it make it harder, though? I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if I'd necessarily call that a challenge, though. That's more just a different method of building. Oh shit, we're hunting. Fighting a yak bull. Okay, so we're gonna put our stockpile down here. Not that I'm aware of. If so, that's news to me. Karn, about dwarves getting depressed about not being underground. I know that they get depressed if they go underground for a really long period of time and then go above ground because they don't like seeing the sun, but that's different. That's not getting depressed because they're above ground. In a hostile biome, yeah. But at that point, I would rather just... Oh shit, I need a bucket. I would rather just play in the caverns, because caverns look way cooler than being above ground. Let's make a wood pile. Kind of around here somewhere. Because we need an empty bucket. At least it's not that far away. Okay, so let's assign some bedrooms. R make bedroom, R make bedroom, R make bedroom, R make bedroom. Some of them also have family too, so I don't actually think I'll need all of these. Come on. Get them water, boys. I don't think that they don't get depressed for being above ground. They get depressed if they go below ground too long and then go above ground. That was the problem we were having in the last fortress. It's called cave adaptation. It's a pain in the ass. Is anybody giving water? There we go. Okay. Mr. Lazy's giving water. Come on, buddy. Keep him alive. You can do that. Yeah. I don't know how accurate that post is. Just a thought. Not sure how accurate that post is. Yeah, I mean, it's not wrong in a way, but I'm not gonna say it's that correct. Uh-oh. By a yak cow. Got a yak cow running around. Someone get hurt? Yeah, so some of our... I'm not sure when you left for dinner, Cold Ashes, but we had our first wave of migrants show up. They're all super depressed. Every single one of them is haggard. So we already had a tantrum. Which means this fortress is probably not going to last too long, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, just a broken ankle, I think. There's a smashed toe and some sore feet. So I've got a makeshift hospital in one of those bedrooms, and we're trying to expand things slowly. Let's see what we can do. Okay, something else I want to do. Wood nest box. Let's just make 3. Actually not sure how many I'll need, but... So those nest boxes will allow those turkeys to start laying eggs. We can get some bab turkeys. Workshop. Let's just do this. Butcher shop. I don't know where to put this, but I guess we'll just start off with kind of an outdoory kitchen. We can always move the kitchens later too. Sure, make it out of marble. I was gonna put the kitchens on the upper layer. There we go. Let's just do marble blocks. But yeah, no, I think this is probably gonna be a pretty short fortress. I just hopefully we can make it like a short and fast fortress, you know what I mean? So, and then if it doesn't get interesting, we'll either just retire it or we'll scuttle it or something, and then we'll figure out whether or not we join the other faction on the other side of the world in this realm, or alternatively just generate a new world. Figure out where we're going from there. We've made our 14 beds. All right. Kukro's fallen back into depression. Okay, so rock cabinet, 14. Rock coffer, 15. Okay, so we're gonna make ourselves a mechanics workshop so I can seal that door. I need us a mechanic. Hey, Rother, what's up, dude? Let's do this. Let's go around the edge. We're very quickly gonna have like an impenetrable wall up here though. So there is that. How's the fort going? It's brand new. We started like, I don't know. How long has this fort been running now? Like maybe an hour and a half? Not even. Like an hour. So essentially not good. Our dwarven faction is messed up. We're at war with everybody, basically. Which means all of our migrants are depressed because they come from war zones, essentially. You're a legendary gem cutter. Let's make us a jeweler's workshop. I really need farming, actually. Shit, I hadn't even thought about that. Okay, there's clay over there. We could just go down there. We can put the kitchens down here. It's too unnatural looking. 1 hour? About that, yeah. So it's hard to say how the fort is doing, really. It's around about there. Or alternatively, I could do it this way. I think I'm actually going to do it a layer up. I'm going to do it up here. I think I like this idea more, having them running in and out. Also, then we can dig through more stuff on this level. I think it'll look better in the long run if we do it on this level. We're like right on the edge of the map, though. Yeah, no, I think for haunted biomes, if I'm going to settle in a haunted biome, it needs to be for kind of the right RP reasons, if that makes sense. Like, if we want to found an evil cult, or maybe have a fortress of necromancers, then I'm all for that kind of stuff. But otherwise, I need a reason, if that makes sense. Crap, we're out of plant. I'm a little bit worried they ate all of the, I'm just hoping that they didn't eat all of the plump helmets. That's all. We'll be fine, though. No, not corpses, not refuse, not stone, ammo, coins, gems, finished goods, leather, cloth. Not wood. There you go, there you go, there you go. Yeah, we got plenty of plump helmet spawn. Plenty of plump helmet spawn. That sounds terrifying, Rothra. Like, absolutely terrifying. Can be unharmful. Yeah. Harmful, yes. I think it can also be an harmful. Oh god. Is there just like... Guess we might need to dig a little further. Just digging until I hit clay. There we go. Clay's this way. That makes sense. It's all good. Don't worry about it. Especially if English isn't your first language. Sorry about that. Actually, El like shouldered my microphone. In a tree and died? Oh, those poor things. Poor little trogdors don't deserve that sort of stuff. All right, so let's go into here. Let's go down to food. Shut off seeds. Go up here. Go BP. And we'll build ourselves a farm plot. Let's just do one of these. Boom, done. You messed up your last part? What, troglodytes? Troglodytes. Troglodytes. Troglodytes are great. When, like, they're not trying to murder you. I love just having them around, though. So this will be our seeds pile. Yeah, fair enough. No, troglodytes are excellent military training in my experience. But yes, no, they're also exceptionally dangerous when you're not expecting them. I had a troglodyte once jump over a wall in a cavern fortress while one of my dwarves was making an artifact. So my dwarf was making an artifact and this troglodyte's like, whee, and just like jumps in over the wall, right? And here's the beauty of it, right? Destroyed the workshop that my dwarf was working at. And then my dwarf was all like, well, rip me, I guess. And then went berserk. And killed 2 more of my dwarves. It was fun. It wasn't actually the troglodyte that did anything, it was just the troglodyte jumping over and being a moron. You're using them for target practice? I just like watching them run around. They entertain me. But that's fair. We all start somewhere. Man, look at all those dwarves just running around. Okay, so I need someone who can do mechanics. Da 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 da. Let's take Kukra, miner, labor. We're gonna put you on engineering mechanics. I'm gonna take you off of mining as well. You're just depressed. I get that. But I need you to go down there and do stuff when you're done. This is effectively an outdoor fort right now. Effectively. Just need them to finish hauling everything into place. What's the kitchen hotkey? Can never remember. Farmer's Workshop kitchen. Why is kitchen Z? I think I always do this. I always like forget what the kitchen hotkey is and then go to use the kitchen and it's not the key that I expect and I'm always like, why is it that thing? So I think what's gonna happen is all these bedrooms up here are just gonna become part of our tavern. We'll just dig a tavern in right here and all those bedrooms can just become tavern beds. What do you guys think of that pitch? And then our dwarves can live up in the tower as we build it, assuming we last long enough to build our tower. You think your Olm needs a friend? See, I kill Olms because they're scary. Couple of tame troglodytes in cages, and you're using them as target practice too, am I right? Not our named? Ah, fair. That poor dwarf up there in the hospital. How many of these beds are claimed, I wonder? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nobody. Make bedroom. Make bedroom. You're already a bedroom. Make bedroom. And make bedroom. So something we can do next is we can assign... Man, I feel so bad for that poor dwarf who just got shit kicked in right away. So out of curiosity, from the point of view of anybody who's just getting into Dwarf Fortress, how hard has it been for you to learn the game? Like, would you say picking it up's been relatively easy, or do you think it's been like a fun but like hard but fair learning curve, or has it just been hard? Because I might have a bit of a stilted idea of how hard it is to learn this game because I had, you know, 60 people in a Twitch chat yelling at me. Your Ohm can do labor? Really? Ohms can do labor? That's cool. I didn't know that. Guess the more you know. Grow plump helmets. Plump helmets. Plump helmets. Plump helmets. And there we go. We're good. It was satisfying. The thing that I've always found about Dwarf Fortress is like, it's all about small victories. Like the first time you successfully make a door and put it on a wall, it's like, oh my God. Holy shit. We made a door. You know what I mean? Yeah, the first time you effectively dig up-down staircases, designate up-down staircases, it's like absolutely mind-blowing. Well, at least Squiggly's already making a masterpiece coffers. At least that'll help his mood a little bit. Okay. UMQ, rock, mech. Let's make 5 rock mechanisms. That's all I really need right now. I just need to be able to seal that gate. Uh-oh. Cook raw. Fell into depression. Just half drunkenly started watching tutorials, and after a few days, started playing. Yeah? Starting wasn't? Yeah, that's... This is, so I've been like on a bandwagon recently ranting about how I think that people just buying the game, as simple as people buying the game is going to be enough to make people play it. This dwarf is tantruming. Let's just see what your recent thoughts are. Fewer due to inebriation. You're upset after drinking without a goblet or cup. Lack of abstract thinking. Frustrated after lack of abstract thinking. Annoyed after the lack of chairs. Yeah. Yeah, we should start working on a tavern. Tavern will just be right here. Cooks will be right next to it. Or this will be public tavern later on anyway, but... Yeah, no, this is why I think, like, just having the game on Steam, like, once people have bought it, they'll put the effort in. Like, it's very easy to be like, it was free. So I'm just gonna close this. You mean gobleting all of that dinner up? Is that what we're talking about, Squig? Let's make a double-sided door. Then what are you talking about, Squig? Because I don't know. Sorry, you lost me there, man. It's all I do is shitty puns, dude. I mean, I had steak the other day. It was delicious. There's actually quite a few channels streaming Dwarf Fortress right now. 2 with 5 viewers, 1 with 1, 1 with 0, and then Cupo. Makes me really happy to see. I mean, I believed you. Right through. Also, you should change your name on Discord so I know who you are. Now here's the real question. Do we have a public tavern? I think no. I don't think we do public tavern. Cancels constructing rock throne. Horrified. You still tantruming? Nope. That's good. Did anybody else notice? But our wagon was made out of fungi wood. Fungi wood. I've never seen that before. Yeah, no, it is absolutely fascinating. Fascinating, I think, is the perfect word to use to describe Dwarf Fortress. It's not complicated, it's just fascinating. But then again, fascinating is like my favorite word these days. Sure, we'll just smooth all of this. So we're going to etch in some details here related to a historical figure. Just want to make sure I do the right user rune. Let's just hope that that's right. Use this option. Let's hope that's right. If it's the wrong one, then eh. So I want to engrave the image of Yuzurun, that warrior who held off all of those goblins in our last fortress right before it died. You're lost at stairs? The only thing you don't get is stairs. You're lost at stairs. So what part? Is it the part where the camera does this and you fly up and down? Is that the part that confuses you, or is it literally just the stairs? I mean, I also have a video. I have 2, actually. There's also that one video that Das Tactic put out where it's like the... Are you talking about the one where it's like the drawn grid? Where it's like, this is how the stairs work? It's like a 7-minute video explaining how stairs work. To be fair, it's totally overcomplicated. They always don't get up, just down. Okay, so you can make 3 types of stairs, right? You can make upstairs, downstairs, and up downstairs, right? If you're starting from outside, so just with a floor, right? Use downstairs. So that will take them down a Z level. up downstairs. Well, in this case, I actually can't do it. So let's just get rid of this because there's an open space beneath it, and then I'd have to construct stuff, and that would be complicated. So this out here, right? We want to go down underground. I can make downstairs. This will dig down to this level, but they won't be able to go down because there's nowhere to go. So they need somewhere to go. So either I can build upstairs for them so they can get back up, or I can build up downstairs by hitting I and then say this, which will make X's. Then maybe I want to go one more layer underneath that. I could then put upstairs underneath that layer. So then they can go all the way down and then all the way back up. But you need the up downstairs in order for them to go up and down. So basically they're like escalators. They can only go one direction, either up or down. And if they're always going up, then they only go halfway. If they're always going down, then they only go halfway. DOS Tactics video also is helpful, but that's what I can do from here. Because I'm not as talented an artist as DOS Tactic. Why haven't you made the friggin' nest boxes yet? Serious question. I have a carpenter's shop right there. Go make the frickin' nest boxes, my dude. It's right there. Where is it on here? Might be in furniture. Yeah, they make half stairs, kind of. The secret with Dwarf Fortress is if something doesn't make sense, accept it and move on. Don't ask too many questions. Because in a lot of, like, the question earlier that someone asked, which is how big is a square? Well, there is a pretty great quote from one of the creators of this game, which is, you can fit 1,000 dragons in a single square as long as they're all lying down. If they're all standing up, you can only fit one. Don't ask too many questions. Also, seriously, where the heck is... Wait, are nest books made at Craft Dwarf shops? Maybe? Why are you poking me? All right, we back. They become peasants at 14, question mark. I think it's 14. All right, so dear, you're gonna have to leave, dude. Where the heck did he go? This dwarf keeps tantruming. Just keeps tantruming. So let's see, did we actually get that art? Engraved on this wall is an exceptionally designed image of Doran Limbords, the dwarf, and Userun, Handelrims, the cradled moss of the rot, the dwarf, by Squiggly. Userun, Handelrims, the cradled moss of rot, is striking down Doran Limbords. The artwork relates to the killing of the dwarf Doran Limbords by the dwarf Userun, Handelrims, the cradled moss of rot, with gilded balanced in staff diamond in the early autumn of 271. The cremated assault. Can you end up with having no dwarves in your fortress? Probably. You have to try really hard to do that. That is... what? Userun, are you still lurking? I don't know if that's as spooky to all of you guys as me, but they've given Yuzurun, one of my military dwarves in my last fortress, the name the Cradled Moss of Rot. That's his title. The Cradled Moss of Rot. That is a really good generated name. Like a really good name. It's grim, but I love it. So you gotta remember, this dwarf and his entire fortress was at war with its own faction. Started a civil war and another war. It's grim in a real, yeah, and it's a really good way. What's even better is the dwarf that he's striking down in this art was a recruit, an unarmed recruit. Because the first raid that we got from the enemy, from our own faction, was 9 recruits. Yuzurun killed all 9 of them. That is cool. I mean, he's certainly the Dark Axe Lord of this faction. Maybe not the Dark Lord, because he wasn't technically in charge of anything. He was just an Axe Lord. He was an axe-wielding menace, that's for sure. All right. Because I have reason to believe that our faction also has control of the Necromancer Tower, but we'll see. He was a lord of something. Okay, so we're going to assign this location. This is going to be a inn/tavern. Let's just go into locations real quick. Go down to here. I'm going to remove visitors. I don't want visitors just yet. Currently, it's just going to be citizens only and long-term residents. I'm also going to rename this location. Tool of Papers, Axe of Bolts, Combined Boats, Coal of Boarding, the Ring of Respecting, the Door of Ringing, the Merchant of Shielding, Wire Squishing, the Irons of Moistness, Jesus, Whirling Banners, Nets of God. You know, I'm gonna call it Nets of... Well, I mean, that dwarf, Yuzurun, died, actually. Died along with every single one of the other dwarves. Every single dwarf in that fortress died. So, we watched them die today. They got invaded by goblins and couldn't handle it. I'm looking for the word moss, by the way. You don't know who is who? Nicknaming them helps. If they do something cool, give them a nickname related to the thing they did. I do that sometimes, especially with children. Molds. Is there no moss? There's moon, mouths, muck, muds, muffins. That's a good word. Muffins is a good one. How about the net of mold? The nets of mold. It's really great when you have... Well, here's the thing, right? If you have multiple forts in the same world with the same faction, dwarves from previous forts can show up, right? So, say I named a child in year 251, and then year 306, they show up as an accomplished gem cutter. From that fort that died years ago. I've had that happen. All right. The nets of mold. Stuttering? All your whole game stutters like hell? It depends. When did the stuttering start approximately? But look for a guy in a tree actually isn't ridiculous. If a dwarf gets stuck in a tree, it can completely obliterate your frame rate, but lots of things can ruin your frame rate. How long have you been in that fort? I've literally had, like, a dwarf get stuck in a tree and lost all my frames to that before. Squiggly, the stoneworker, cancels detail floor because he's horrified. Go figure. Are you asking me that question, Dark Ninja? It'll leave me asthma if you don't put it into a barrel, yeah? Saved and loaded and started dropping frame rate like crazy. Sounds like you've got a pathfinding issue. That stuff's often really difficult to diagnose from the outside, though. I'm not sure. You can't make arrows. You have to import them. You can make bows though at the boyer. That's why I never make arrows. Make bolts. Yeah, generally the thing that causes your frame rate to break is someone being stuck somewhere. So if you have a job that's like mass auto canceling, so if you look at the announcement screen and see one job just constantly canceling, that's often the cause. Don't cook plump helmets, please. I just want you to brew plump helmets. How much beer do I have? 27. Yeah, well, I mean, fresh install probably won't change anything because it's just that fort that's screwed, right? It's really hard to say, actually. Let's gather plants. I'm a little bit distracted right now because of all of the crazy tantruming we've been having. Okay, well, it is craft dwarfs so it's wood crafters for craft dwarfs then. Okay, you right here. We're gonna go down to crafts, wood crafting. Yeah, best of luck. It's always frustrating when stuff like that happens. I've lost a few forts to unknown frame rate issues, and there's very rarely anything you can really do about it. Like, there's always going to be something you can do about it, but it's always going to be tricky to decipher, and I can't really do much from just, like, not seeing your game, if that makes sense. You know, we don't play Dwarf Fortress for an optimized game at the end of the day. We play it for the weird shit that happens. At least that's my opinion. I play it for the weird shit that happens. Yeah, no, it does. It's the worst way to lose a fortress. I mean, I lost one of my favorite fortresses ever, Burial Fire, which was a giant volcano fortress. And it was rad. We lost it to a... We're linking that up so we can lock the door. I lost that fortress to a FPS death. It sucked. Was what it was, though. Where do you make bolts? Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you make those at the Craft Dwarf shop. Arrows, you have to import them. So you can either import them from your Dwarven faction or you have to import them from elves. But then all you'll get is wood, so... Burial fire for Khazad-dûm? Here, let me find you guys. Let me find you a video real quick. Just to give you an idea of what we did in Burial Fire. Good for you, Unib. That's one of my older Today in Dwarf Fortress videos. That's the fortress that we lost in to frame rate. It was like multi-crashing frame rate death. I really hope I have a brewer. Yep. I mean, you can just... I've backed up my world. In the description of that video, actually, there's a... You can download that world if you want it. Usually what I do if I retire a world is I put it up for download and anybody can go grab it. You just put it in your save folder. It's the beauty of Dwarf Fortress is it's one of the most moddable, malleable games out there. You can do whatever you want with it. All the files are all there. Kukra slipped back into depression. Sweet. I got 2 doors left. Perfect. I mean, Dwarf Fortress doesn't use much RAM, Magic Sun, so you need, like, very little RAM. It's all CPU. Like, I'm looking at my Dwarf Fort right now. Well, it's not responding because it's saving, but... Let's let it finish saving. Yeah, no, Dwarf Fortress for me right now is it's using half the RAM fucking Chrome is using. Like, look at this shit. Hold on. Look at this shit, okay? Dwarf Fortress. Okay? 758 megabytes of RAM. I never see it use more than 1,000. Meanwhile, Chrome over here, 19 tabs, 1,750. Fuck off, Chrome. Jesus Christ. Yeah, but Dwarf Fortress doesn't use that much RAM, so unless you're running like less than 4 gigs, you're not gonna have any problems. But I know what you're saying. Well, you're doing a 5x5 embark on a large map. Yeah, that would do it. Yeah, but we don't know how late game Ninja's in. There's better browsers than Chrome. I just use Chrome because that's where all the extensions that I need are. So, I don't see very well. I'm visually impaired, so it's much easier for me to use Chrome than it is for me to use other options. Because I need a lot of the features that Chrome has. Alright, so I'm gonna see downstairs. Marble blocks. We're gonna start digging the next round. Sure, but if it's running Chromium, it's gonna run like shit, which is the problem that Chrome has. But you're not wrong. If I'm gonna switch browsers, I'm not gonna use a Chrome browser. Like, to my knowledge, the reason Chrome runs so bad is, number one, it's tracking you. Number two, it is Chromium. Yeah, that was kind of the plan, was to build a 4 or 5Z level tower. Maybe dome the top of it. Hey, Sergeant Mage, how you been? It's good to see you. Hope you've been well. What you been up to, Mage? You have a job now? That's good. Having a job is a good thing. Can I ask what you're doing? You deliver sandwiches for Jimmy John's. You get to make people happy. Or really, really mad. One of the two. If it's anything like my experience working in fast food. It's a American sandwich place. It's like Subway, but slightly less garbage. We don't have them in Canada. An elven caravan has arrived, and I don't give no fucks. Although I should probably make a trade depot all the same. Well, at the very least, I am seeing dwarves happy up a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Rock mug. Let's make 15 rock mugs and stick a chest in here to store the mugs. And what exactly am I gonna sell them? I mean, I could sell them boulders right now. That's about it. Do I even have... I should have a brewer somewhere. Someone should be a brewer. Exclamation point DF, and then go to the website. I actually put up a video this morning because a lot of people bugged me to do it, Sergeant Mage. There's a video that just explains how to install it if you need help with that, but it's just download the zip file, extract it, and then there's also a settings menu, and all the information's in the video if you want all of that stuff. Because people kept bugging me to make one, so I was like, fine, I'll make one. I don't exactly see the point of this, but I'll do it. But eventually it'll be very easy to download. Is there any way to see who your neighbors are after Embark? Hit C and then hit C again. That's who your neighbors are. And then if you select who you are, you can see who you're at war with. The little one that's stuck out slightly is your founder faction. And we're at war with them because this faction is fucked. Which is why I'm probably not going to be in this fort for very long. But it's still kind of interesting. That's why Kukra is already tantruming. Nope. We won't get dwarf caravans. I won't get any migrants after the second migrant wave. We get nothing. Yeah. Magic Sun. Yeah. It's fucked. We spent 14 years in our other fortress like that. 13, I think, actually. I'm exaggerating now. Sounds like fun indeed, yep. That's hopefully what the Steam version will do. Dark Ninja. That's hopefully what the Steam version will do. Because that's kind of the whole point, is to make the game more accessible. Oh no. Need empty bucket. When's the Steam version? Asking them at PAX, they said sometime, and I heard this many times from Toady, probably mid-2020, so sometime summer 2020, and he says it'll probably get pushed into early 2021 because they have a problem with feature creep. So, sometime in 2020 might get pushed into 2021. That's when the Steam version is. Here's the thing, though, right? The Steam version isn't in early access. Doesn't that technically mean that the game is done? And just getting free updates? Isn't that beautiful? I love the, you know, I never actually looked at this, but it has system requirements now on Steam. Check this out. 1 gigabyte of VRAM, Intel HD 3000, GPU / AMD, or AMD HD 45550, NVIDIA 9400 GT. You could run that on a Tato. Won't run well, but you could run it on a Tato. Cool meme. Dark Ninja. Cool meme. I mean, RimWorld already beat them to it. RimWorld has a Battle Royale mode. It's in the vanilla game. You can access it very easily by turning on God mode and then hitting the Battle Royale button. It'll probably crash your computer, but it works. Ah, shit. I forgot to remove the barrels from this. You want the Steam version just for what? For easy access on the tile sets? Just use Lazy Noob Pack and download a bunch of tile sets. Yeah. For RimWorld, you can just access that super easily. I think I'm out of plump helmets. Just need to wait for some to grow. Yep. We are out of plump helmets. All right, so one of my farmers, you're a planter. You're a shearer. Plant gathering. We'll put you on plant gathering. So once you're done storing that item in stockpile, please go plant gather. That would be lovely if you could do that. In fact, absolutely lovely. There you go. Go gather plants, because we need food. And beer. Yeah, but as a product, if the game is for sale, what the fuck does finished mean? Especially when you're looking at something like Dwarf Fortress, which will probably never be finished. Yeah, we're 44.12 is the version number. 44.12. Well, I mean, the rumors say that Toadie's been working on it since the day he was born. But realistically, I think it's 2003? Yeah, and it's been playable publicly since 2006. We're gonna grow plump helmets here. Plump helmets. Plump helmets. And let's just say pigtails. Just because it's good to have some pigtails. Might as well get those growing. But feature creep exists. We're not at 44%. We're at whatever percentage Toadie's gonna continue working on it for. In the next 22 years? Well, I hope so. It kind of sucks my fortress is still at war with your dwarf, yeah. That kind of sucks. Thanks, King, for pointing that out. It does indeed kind of suck. It also sucks that Sodier is tantruming. Although it's fine that he's tantruming while the elves are leaving. Oh, please go punch the elves. Please go punch the elves. Please go punch the elves. Come on, man. It's a bit of a pity. I'm gonna get these nest boxes placed. Let's look at our locations. We've got 0 goblets in here. I actually desire 40 goblets, if possible. Have you made those mugs? Nope. Someone should do the rock crafting. Let's say gem cutter. Put you on another crafting. Put you on stone crafting as well. And we'll leave you on detailing. We're just gonna have to make this our water source. The thing I really can't wait for is just, quite frankly, the villains update, because it's close. And I can realistically say I can't wait for that. Alright, guys. So I know that this fortress is currently a struggle. And I know that we're just going to try and build as big a tower as we can. But I unfortunately have to say it's time for me to call it a night. So I have to go over to my parents' house tonight before it gets too late and go do some stuff for them. Because I have been streaming for 9 hours. So I'll just say this, right? A lot of new names in chat today. If you're here for the very first time, I stream full-time, 7 days a week, 8 to 10 hours a day. Usually on the weekends, we try and keep them closer to 5, 4, 6 hours so I can actually have some semblance of a social life. If you want to see more of this, I'll be here tomorrow, 10 a.m. Pacific. There's a timer countdown thingy beneath the stream that says when I'll be live. If you want to get caught up or if you missed anything, if you go to the YouTube channel that video right there is on, it'll take you to all of my backups, some tutorials that I've started making recently because people have been bugging me too, as well as the Today in Dwarf Fortress series, which is sort of like a super condensed, highlighted version of all the stuff that I've done. Let's just take a real quick peek at who's on. I think I'm going to boot you guys over to... You know, yeah. I'm going to chuck you guys over to Cupo, who's playing Dwarf Fortress. He doesn't use any tile set whatsoever. He does use DF Hack and a bunch of other crazy tools. But he's fantastic, okay? He probably won't even notice that I hosted him. Just go say hi, okay? That's all I want you guys to do. I'm going to want you guys to click on this link right here, go into his channel, and just say hi. I will see you guys tomorrow, 10 a.m. Pacific. And hopefully on YouTube too. Also, if you want to get in contact with me, I have a Discord. And whatnot, Twitter, and all that crap. Have a good night, everybody.